Hey guys, yesterday you worked on using the draw it strategy to multiply two numbers, and today you are going to be learning how to use the add it strategy to multiply two numbers. So let's get started. Our equation here is 4 times 3, and your job is to solve this unknown for this product. And take a moment to pause. What is a product? If you said that a product is an answer to a multiplication question or problem, you were correct. And this isn't quite popping up, but oh, there we go. A product to the answer to a multiplication problem. We're going to use that definition quite a bit. All right, so let's get to it. So using the add it strategy, we have two choices. We can add 4 3 times, which would look like this. We're going to add 4 3 times. So 4 plus 4 is 8. And then if we add 4 more, if we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12. All right, the other option is that you could add 3 4 times. So let's add 3 4 times. And we can, I like to add, I know that doubles 3 is 6, and we have 2 doubles 3. And then I know 6 plus 6 is 12. And we know that these should equal the same thing. So we know that 4 times 3 is 12. And the way that we proved it is by using the add it strategy. All right, let's try another problem using the add it strategy. So let's do 3 times 8 and equals what? That's our unknown. We're not sure. But we know what, let's see, what do we call that word? What do we call the answer to a multiplication problem? If you said product, you are correct. We are trying to find the product of 3 times 8. So there's 2 different ways that we can figure out this problem. First, we can add 3 8 times. So what that would look like is 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Oh, I lost track. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 2 more. Plus 3 plus 3. So I need to add 8 3 times. And I can also use draw it to help me if I'm not so hot on my addition facts. But I'm pretty good at my addition. So I know 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I know that the product of 3 times 8 equals 24. The second way you could do this, and perhaps an easier way, would be adding 8 3 times, because remember 3 times 8 and 8 times 3 is the same. So this time I'm going to add 8 3 times. 8 plus 8 plus 8. So I know my doubles 8 is equal to 16, and then I'm going to use draw it to help me figure out the rest. So I'm going to add 8, 16 and 8. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. All right, so I can prove that 3 times 8 equals 24 by either adding 8 groups of 3 or 3 groups of 8. Okay, now it's your turn to do a problem. So I will give you an equation, and then you'll pause, work on the problem either on your whiteboard or on your grid paper, and then you'll check your answer. You'll watch the video and check your answer and see if we got the same explanation. So your job is you are going to do 3 times 9. And you are going to find the product of 3 times 9 using the add it strategy. Okay, and if you get confused or if you're having trouble, you can always go back to draw it too. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video right now, work on this problem, and then resume the video once you're done. Okay, welcome back. Good job working hard. So I'll go over how to use add it to show 3 times 9. So you have a choice. You can either add 3 9 times, which would look like this. I'm going to add 3. Let's see, that's 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times, 9 times. And I'm going to add those all together. And actually, I know already that 3 times 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I added 3 8 times, we did that in the last problem, so that would equal 24. And then there's just 3 more for us to add. So 24, 25, 26, 27. That's a neat little trick. And if you're confused why that is, you can just go ahead and count 3 9 times. That will work also. So if you added 3 9 times and got 27, go ahead and give yourself a big pat on the back. Great work. The other thing you could have done, and this might be a little bit quicker, is you could have added 9 3 times. Both ways are correct. So I know 9 plus 9 is 18. And I'm just going to count 9 more from 18. So I'll put 9 down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So this is how I prove that 9 times 3 and 3 times 9 is exactly the same. They both are equal to 27. If you added 9 3 times and got 27, give yourself a round of applause. Great job. And if you tried both ways, I want you to give yourself a double pat on the back and kiss your brain and give yourself a round of applause. Amazing job and great effort. A+. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do is I just want you to take a moment to think about what we learned yesterday with the draw it strategy and what we're learning with the add it strategy. How is the add it and draw it strategies similar? Take a moment to think about that. You can pause this video and then resume in a moment. Hey guys, welcome back. So I wanted to show how the add it and the draw it were similar. So I'm going to give an example to show what I'm thinking. So let's say we are doing 2 times 3. If I'm using the add it strategy, I'm adding 2 3 times. So I'm going to add 2 3 different times. 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6, because I know 2, 4, 6. And then to show draw it with 2 times 3, I'm basically drawing 3 groups of 2. So 1 group of 2, 2 groups of 2, and 3 groups of 2. And I just count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or I can just add my drawing. I know this is 2, 4, 6, and that equals 6. So the drawing really lets me count, and the add it, I can just use the math facts that I already know to add. And I can even use a combination. Let's say I know 2 plus 2 is 4 really quickly, but I'm not sure after that. So I can just draw 2 more dots and know, well, 2 plus 2 is 4, and then 5, 6, 2 more is 6. So that's how add it and draw it similar to me. It's also similar because they're both showing why 2 times 3 is 6 through a drawing, which is really, really good to be able to show what you know through drawings and numbers. All right, so go ahead and you will get started working on your classwork and homework, and then you'll have an exit ticket in a little bit covering what we went over today. Great job today, guys.